That one, partner. Workmanlike right there, getting that first down.
They'll run with Montgomery. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. The impressive opening drive continues and just the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
From the gun, Britt. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. It's now 4th.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
For the Lions.
This is taken at the 18. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
And a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Carrier.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run. This is Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
6. Brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw on second down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's got this down to the 35. On first down, Britt. Now he lets it go deep for, and this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian Kirk. 35 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's second down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And it will be settled now as he brings this thing all the way back inside Detroit.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Operating from the gun. Britt Campbell making the catch. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Bears' 9-yard line.
To throw on second down. Britt, he's going to get that to Swift underneath.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down. It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run with Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available. And they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Bears 7.
The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Cohen.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Third down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running is Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Quarterback taken down and sacked by Khalil Mack.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Britt. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Down Bears.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 28.
David Montgomery.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards yourselves.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught out left side by Robinson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
19 yards.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Montgomery back to the ground. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And the pressure gets to him again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good.
The kick.
And that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Swift.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The 24-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. On 3rd down, Britt. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
That's the end of
So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the 3-quarter pole in the preseason. The whole league will be in action next Thursday night to wrap it all up. And then we start for real a week after that with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Britt, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Swift. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
7-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Swift.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up.
Operating from the gun. Britt. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
That's good for a Lions.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
From the gun, Britt, pass incomplete.
Britt's pass.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Britt. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Once again, it's Swift.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Swift. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Swift. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Number 40 on the carry.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Back to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down, That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged.
And this time will be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
By the Bears. They'll take over 1st down.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
If there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 6-yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Bears.
Now a run with Montgomery. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
To the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears have broken the tie. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Heineke out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shot a nice tackle on that play. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, McIntosh. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Makes it third and
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's ripped up, taken down, back at the 25. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13.
17. Lions 13.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there. They wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Meredith. The kicker here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun. Meredith. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Meredith's pass comes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, here's the option.
The pass.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Meredith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
first down.
Throwing on first down. Meredith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Meredith back to Brown, this time complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Third down.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Rosa's kick is good.
The kick is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Lions 13.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. McIntosh. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, Tariq Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Meredith.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Meredith. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been.